Yeah, I was hoping there'd be a lot more people, so I'd be a lot more nervous. But all right, let's see. I graduated from high school in 1969, and back in 1969, there was a little conflict going on over in Southeast Asia. And, I didn't really want to end up over there, so I started shopping around to the different branches of the armed services, and I went to the Air Force and said, I want to fly. And they, no, you can't fly, you've got glasses. I said, okay. Army didn't have anything that appealed. I went to the Navy recruiter and said, I want to fly. He said, you can't fly, you wear glasses. He said, but I've got this program, the nuclear power program. 6 years instead of 4. But I liked science fiction. It sounded like science fiction, so hey, I went for this. Well, the day I got signed up, the day I actually went down to raise my hand, there were about 50 of us down there, and while we were all sitting around waiting for them to process forms, this little Marine walked in. It was about 4'3" and about 580 pounds. And he comes in, he said, okay, everybody line up, single file right here. So we all got up and lined up, and he said, okay, count off. 1, 2, 3, got down, he said, all the odds, step forward. So I stepped forward. He said, congratulations, gentlemen, you're now in the Marine Corps. Oh, wait a minute, I'm joining the Navy. He said, oh, you're not all draftees? So I tell you what, just give me the draftees up here. So with that, you can see guys, you know, thinking, hey, he took the odds last time, he'll take even this time, and they're shuffling from position, knocking the little guys out of the way. He got done, okay, count off. Give me the odds again. And all these guys, oh no! But fortunately, I ended up in a program where I learned about nuclear power, and that's what really gave me the chance to move around. So after I got out of the Navy, I was really kind of disillusioned by the fact that I was always being told what to do by officers that I didn't think were any smarter than me. They just had a college degree. So I got out of the Navy and went to college. And being a little bit older than the 18-year-olds that were in college, I finished up fairly rapidly and got a job with General Electric in their nuclear power facilities. And that brought me to Tennessee back in 1981. And I lived here in Chattanooga, worked at the simulator out by Sequoia. But it also brought me around to the story of my first pickup truck. And it goes a little bit like this. I was thumbing through the Want-ads in the Shelby County Tribune when this classified advertisement caught my eye. It said, take immediate delivery on this 57 Chevrolet half-ton pickup truck with seller swap for a high to bid and 35 bucks. Call 130-ring-2 and ask for Bob. Well, I called Bob up on the telephone. I said, hello. He said, hello, this is Bob speaking. I said, this here the Bob pickup truck for sale? He said, yeah. I said, where are you? He said, 14 Eastern County 12, turn right on one-lane gravel road. You can park in the yard, wipe your feet off, knock 3 times, and bring the bill forward. And I told 14 Eastern County 12, turn right on one-lane gravel road. I parked in the yard, and the German Shepherd come out and grabbed one of my leg. I knocked 3 times and wiped my feet, the screen door opened, the dog let go, and Bob come out and said, what do you want? I said, come and see your truck. He said, follow me. Come on, Frank. The dog's name was Frank. Well, I followed him past the pump pen, through the tractor shed, and round the chicken coop, and wound up back in the barn and field of cow pies. And sitting right there in a pool of grease was a Chevy half-ton pickup truck with a 1960 license plate and a bumper sticker said, vote for Dick, and a Brillo box full of rusty parts. And Bob said, what do you think? Well, I kicked a tire and sat in the seat and sat on a petrified apple core. Found a bunch of field mice living in the glove compartment. He said, her shaft is bent, her rear's got a leak, you can fix it quick with an oily rag. Use a nail to start her, I lost the key. Don't pay no mind that whirring sound, she used a little oil, but outside that, she's cherry. I said, what do it take? He said, what do you got? I said, $29.15. He said, you got a deal sign here? I'll go get the title and a can full of gas. I put the nail on the slide and I fired her up. She coughed and belched up a bunch of smoke and I backed her right through the hog pen into the yard. Well, Frank jumped in and bit my leg, and I beat him off with a crowbar. He jumped on out, and the door fell off, and the left front tire went flat. I jacked it up and patched the tube, and Frank tore a piece of my shirt off. Then Bob come out and called him up and said, you better get on out of here. I went left on the one-lane gravel road, went 14 west on County 12, took 2 full quarts of 40-weight oil just to get her to the Conoco station. I pulled up to the regular pump. Harold Sykes and his kid come out and he said, "I've seen better things in junkyards. Where'd you ever get that truck?" I said, "That's a long story, Harold. I was thumbing through the Want-ads in the Shelby County Tribune. We just passed by that a little winded on that one. Well, I left Chattanooga. Luckily, I left with my new bride, and we went to South Georgia. And I worked at the Hatch nuclear plant down there for 20-some years. But while we were there, Vidalia, Georgia, unless you've been there, oh man, save up. But we had to go 100 miles to get to anything. So, I mean, we had a standing joke at the power plant. You couldn't see the ends of the earth, but if you climbed up on the cooling tower, you could see it. We would go to Savannah on the drop of a hat. I mean, if you wanted to go to Sam's Club, it was a 90-mile drive to Savannah. If you wanted to go to Kmart or Walmart, it was a 90-mile drive to Savannah. Savannah had this nice restaurant, and they became kind of famous. This woman, she was divorced, had a couple boys, and started making sandwiches out of her trunk and built up a little business and opened a restaurant called Lady and Sons. And we used to go there to eat. And a buddy of mine became a big fan of this lady. Her name's Paula Dean. Well, this buddy of mine, he worked at the plant and he got transferred to Birmingham. And I was still working in Vidalia. And once the two of us had to go to San Jose because that's where GE Nuclear's headquarters were. So I had started doing some flying with Delta. So I signed up for Delta's frequent flyer program. Well, part of the deal with signing up for their frequent flyer program was I got a free pass to the Crown Room in Atlanta. Now, the Crown Room is for their really super flyers. I mean, people pay thousands of dollars to be a member of this. And you have free appetizers, open bar, big screen TVs. It's a real nice lounge. But I got a pass for one visit with a guest. So I told my buddy, Eddie, I said, you know, we're going to meet in Atlanta. He's flying in from Birmingham. I'm flying in from Savannah. I said, I'll meet you at the Crown Room. I've got a pass. Well, I got there about an hour before he did, and I went to the Crown Room, and I signed